Hi, everyone. Welcome back.
Two. I don't know what episode this is, pero welcome.
Look, I can have red wine again.
But
Cheers.
if you spill, you owe me a new couch.
Whatever. Here. Cheers.
¿Qué traes puesto? You can't even tell you have clothes on.
So, I wanted to relive our little era because one of our listeners, she wanted me to tell her story de cómo conoció a su esposo en el baile, and out of all the bailes, el Paraiso.
Damn, I haven't heard that in a long time. So por eso te pusiste una falda you can barely cross your legs?
Yes.
Quiero
Anyways,
enseñar pierna.
quiero enseñar pierna. Oh my gosh. Anyways, but yeah. So what's new? Anything?
No, just getting ready for my Canada trip.
Your Canada trip.
Yeah.
Damn. Lucky.
I'm actually going somewhere that's cold.
I
No como aquí.
know. I know, aquí en el pinche infierno de Phoenix.
Yeah.
But
I got to pack and then I leave in less than 24 hours.
nice.
I know.
Nice. So let's talk. Let's just dive into the story. So, if you are a millennial and a Latino millennial from the Phoenix metro area,
602.
you might have heard of a club that used to be called El Paraiso. Your mom used to go clubbing there all the time.
We used to go.
Okay. So, one of our listeners, she said that when she heard the story about how you met your baby daddy
and el swap meet
and los perros, she's like, I have a story for you. And I was like, what? She goes, I have to tell you how I met my husband. So I was like, how'd you meet your husband? So she said que tenía 16 años.
Oh, okay.
Or 17.
She was young. She was a teenager.
Young. So she said que ella fue al baile con su hermana because she was the chaperone. Okay?
Oh, she was the third wheel.
She was the third wheel.
Okay.
Y she said que fueron al Paraiso. Where was the Paraiso at? Do you remember?
On 35th and like Indian School, pasando la 35.
I remember.
O antes de la 35, entre medio de la 43.
And
before Grand.
And didn't it have like a painting outside?
Yeah, it was like palm
trees.
Yeah.
And all that. Okay.
And it was like, I remember, like, era de dos pisos.
Yes, I remember that.
The 18 and younger would be on the top.
Yes. So she said that they went to El Paraiso, and she said that she was dancing with some guy, and that wasn't her husband at the time, saw her, and he was dancing with some girl. Well, then la música paró, or the song was done, and then he's all her husband asked her like, oh, are you with this guy? And she's like, no, I'm not with him. And he goes, I pues if you wanna use me to get him jealous, you can, or whatever.
Ándale, okay.
So bailaron
right away.
So dijo que bailaron toda la noche, and the next day ella antes trabajaba en Los Perros, aka the swap meet,
yeah,
en del puesto de botas de su tío.
Okay.
And she said that Saturday, because she said she met him on a Friday night, but they didn't exchange numbers. Well, that Saturday she was working, y que salió from around the corner, and she runs into him.
Oh.
And he's all like, oh my gosh, what are you doing here? And she goes, oh, I work here for my uncle. And he's like, oh, can you go a bailar conmigo? Because apparently los perros have baile all day long.
Yeah, it's all day long. Y they have like sometimes a live DJ. Tenían una pista para bailar.
Oh.
Or tenían, como se llama, a veces en la noche, like after like 10 o'clock night, they had like a live band.
Okay. So she said like, oh yeah, on my break, I can go and join you. And she said on her break, she went y se juntó con él. And the rest is history. And now they've been married for, they're in their 40s. So well over what? Almost 30 years, somewhere around there. I got to ask her. But yeah.
Damn.
So
see, love happens anywhere, even in el swap meet de los perros.
Yeah, we know how it happened for you. Yeah. So yeah, we know anybody can find love in los bailes. But I remember, so when she told me this story, I remember one time I went to El Paraiso. And I'm not proud of this, but I entered one of those contests that you
La chica sexy?
Yes, I entered the Chica Sexy concert and I was underage. I was so bad when I was a teenager. Like, I was bad, bad. But then, okay, I got up there and I started to, like, so I unbuttoned my pants and I started to pull my pants down because I mean, I had cute underwear on. But then this girl just full
Se
off
quitó todo.
todo. And I was like, hell no, I ain't doing all
But
that.
remember, even when we would go to club downtown, remember that club downtown?
Mm-hmm.
También they would have those kind of
I
the little
don't
show.
remember
I
that.
do. Y las viejas se quitaban todo nomás para ganar like $100 or $200.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that girl whip out her titties, I was like, I ain't doing that. And then I thought to myself, I'm not even 18 years old and I'm up in here fucking trying to
Ándale.
be a hood rat.
But I
Yes.
remember I used to go to clubs with the fake ID.
See, I didn't do that because I didn't even know where to get
O a
one.
veces me iba a los bailes mexicanos. ¿Te acuerdas de la fiesta? No. What was the other one that was right there on Grand?
Fiesta Latina.
There you go. I used to get in.
That was some ghetto ass shit.
You were there too.
Just like Yo Mama.
You were there too.
I've never been in that club.
No, not Fiesta Latina.
Then which one?
It estaba en la Grand. Remember el Chango
Mr.
Man?
Lucky's.
Mr. Lucky's. There
El
you
Chango
go.
Man. Oh my gosh, who can forget a Chango Man?
Dude, those were some wild nights.
So Mr. Lucky's used to be, I think it used to be a casino, or
I think so.
anyways.
So it became a club. It became from like country to American and then to a paisa club.
So anyways, one day we go to Mr. Lucky's, okay?
On a Friday night.
Uh-huh. And I want to tell this story because I want to see your face. So we go to Mr. Lucky's y agarramos mesa. And it's not right in front of el piso de baile, but like probably like 2 or 3 tables behind
Yeah,
it.
because if you wanted to sit all the way in front, you got to pay money. And we didn't want to do that because we'd rather get drunk than pay.
Yeah.
We wanted to get cubetas.
So that night they were having like their own version of strippers, okay? And there's this guy that comes out and they call him El Chango Man.
Dude, Christina was in love with him.
Oh my gosh, she still brings up Chango Man
Does
all
she
the
really?
time. Yes. Anyways, so the Chango Man comes to the table and Michelle's standing, and I don't know why you were standing.
I think I had barely came back from the bathroom or something.
This guy,
I was still sober, okay?
Chango Man picks up Michelle.
Mind you, I'm a big girl.
Okay, and fucking just puts her
Picks
back,
me up.
picks her up and puts her on the table and starts humping her. And I was like, oh, is this really happening?
I didn't know what to do or how to act. I was just like, what the fuck is going on right now? And he picks me and then swings me.
Yes, but didn't he also get back on the dance floor and swing Christina around?
Yes.
Was that the same guy?
So that was the same one. So he grabbed me first, picked me up, threw me on the table, like moved the bottles out, threw me on the table, started humping me. Then he picked me up, turned me around and humped me, and then he went and grabbed Christina.
Yes.
And picked her up on stage.
I was like,
I was just like,
God.
I was like embarrassed, but I was like, did this just really happen? Like I felt so violated.
Shut up, you loved it.
No, I didn't know what to do. No, I didn't.
Chango Man, and he had like the
dreads, yes,
and he was a black male, and he was very, very ripped and muscular.
Yes.
So I will never forget the way he picked you up and threw you on the table.
Dude, yeah. That was at Mr. Lucky's on Friday nights.
We used to do some wild ass shit back in our days when clubbing was fun, because it's not clubbing anymore.
Remember when we used to go clubbing on Mill Ave? Yes. On Thursdays?
Yes.
¿Te acuerdas when I found one of my shoes missing?
Yes.
Okay, so we went clubbing with Christopher and his friend.
Yes.
And I had bought new wedges, and we were standing, and I didn't even break them in yet. Y me los quité, and I put them where the table because we were like on a balcony type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And me quité los zapatos, and we're just dancing, and ya los íbamos.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't find my shoes, and everybody's looking for my shoes. They were brand new. One of them was in the garbage can, y el otro sepa. We don't know what happened. And then there's some girls that were at another table were laughing, and I'm like, oh, you bitches threw my shoe, fucking haters.
There's always got to be some fucking haters.
I was like, why? We were just hanging out with our friends.
Pinches viejas envidiosas.
For reals. But man, wild nights on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
sometimes on Sundays.
I would do Mondays.
Okay, I never took it that far.
I did Mondays right after school because I used to go to night school.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You did go to night school. But yeah, it was some wild ass nights. So when my friend or a listener, but she is my friend, when she told me about how she met her husband, I asked her, I'm like, can I please share that
That's
story?
so funny.
Because that would be such an interesting topic of how me and Michelle also would go clubbing. It was just so much fun. It was such a fun time in our lives. And I think we've talked about this before
Yeah, it
too.
was a lot of crazy nights. Like we don't even know how sometimes how we function the next day.
It's a millennial thing because do you ever see the TikToks where like, oh, millennials used to go to the club, be
And then
out till
they
four
used to
forty
even
five? Yeah.
I used to go into work at 5 o'clock in the morning. I will have clothes in the back of my car. I will
Yes.
change and I'll be at work. Borracha probably, most likely.
Yeah.
And I will work for 4 hours, the longest 4 hours of my life. Just sitting
Hey,
there answering phone calls.
it was still fun. It was so much
Oh yeah,
fun.
we have a lot of stories. Like one day I saw Vanessa in downtown Phoenix running in the
You've
middle of the
already
street.
told that story. Nobody wants to hear that again.
I lost you.
Oh, anyways,
Yeah, fun nights.
fun, very fun night. So we got a request. We've actually been getting a lot of requests, and in the previous episode, they just want our like opinions on like political matters or whatever. So
Vanessa's favorite topic.
yes, and we got a request asking how we feel about Latinos and Black people voting for Donald Trump, and I said, yeah, I'll touch on people of color voting for Donald Trump. Look, my whole thing is, si eres paisa and you voted for him,
And it's affecting you now?
ni modo,
You
you
you screw yourself over.
yeah, it's all you. And I've watched a couple of TikToks of people that are younger than us, probably like Dianara, our kids' age, saying like, oh, pues mis abuelos or mi mamá y mi papá, they came here legally. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. You want to know why your aunts and uncles, parents, grandparents tienen sus papeles ahorita? Amnesty. O si no, they overstayed their visa.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I am tired of having that conversation with people because our parents and a lot and most of our aunts and uncles
Yeah.
benefited from the amnesty back in the 80s. And so now you have all these people, ICE is targeting all these Latinos that just basically look Latinos, and Native Americans look Latinos también, or Latinos look Native Americans, vice versa. Pero they're being targeted and they're detaining people just because of the color of your skin. And then, well, yeah, obviously they get released. But the point is, like, a lot of them voted for this. Like, how are you going to go complain if this is what you voted for? What, did you think Donald Trump wasn't racist? I mean, he basically is a racist. Like, he has made it very, very clear.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't want anybody that's brown in his country.
No. And then
The good thing I'm white.
well, yeah, you look white, but I don't look white.
Sucks to be you then, huh?
And he's always targeted Black people. I mean, do you remember back when he helped get those like 5 teenage kids, boys, convicted in New York for, I believe, beating, and
I
or
don't.
did they murder? Well, they didn't do it. Anyways, he helped try to get that. He helped get them convicted, but it was a wrongful conviction, and it was overturned, but they served, I forgot how many years in prison, and it's all because they are Black. He accused them because they are Black. So he's always been an open racist.
Can't take back your vote. He's in office for the
Yeah,
next
you can't take it
3
back.
years.
So me da coraje when I see the people crying on TikTok, on social media,
But
especially
you
los
voted.
cubanos.
So here's the thing. So I don't know. Are you? There's this restaurant here. I don't know if you saw it all over TikTok, pero era un restaurante se llama Tortas Manantial or something like that.
Oh yes.
So I've been there and ate, and the tortas are actually very good. And they were being dragged by social media.
Oh, porque las hijas.
Las hijas are big Trump supporters. like Trump. They posted with their hats about MAGA. So they're boycotting the restaurants. And then the dad made a public video saying que sus hijas no eran así. So, of course, that makes it even worse because there's videos of them wearing MAGA hats.
Yeah,
And
it's
they had to shut down the restaurant.
oh, they shut it down?
Yeah. And then they opened another one somewhere like in Phoenix. And like more of like probably like the what is it, Cafe Lola or something like that at Westgate, one of
Oh,
those,
uh-huh.
something like that in in somewhere in Phoenix. And someone again found out who the owners were, and it was them. And they went all over social media and they were dragging them.
So they try to rebrand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these are the consequences to your actions. I mean, I don't understand it. You know, we are about to enter a very how do I say this, a very ugly time in our economy, and I feel like a
Yes.
lot of people, a lot of Americans don't understand that, and a lot of Latinos that voted for him uh don't understand that. Like, pero ni modo, what can we do?
There's nothing, but whatever is going on right now
Mm-hmm.
with Trump in office is not, it's not going so well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of issues going on. We have the government shutdown, people are not working, things are very, very expensive.
Oh, yeah.
It is ridiculous.
Lo que me da más coraje es esos latinos que votaron por él y luego se van de vacaciones.
A México,
Yeah.
se van a Puerto a Vallarta, a Los Cabos, Cancun, and those places are very touristy, and they're considered very, they're all the Americans are there, and they go there and wear their MAGA hats.
And
Like, what kind of shit is that?
y luego the audacity también of some of these latinos que, ay, voy a ir a visitar a mi familia en San Luis, voy a visitar a mi familia en Mexicali, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, muy mexicano now.
But they like it over there.
Exactly, van allá y gastan todo su dinero because todo está más barato allá, pero aquí
But
muy
now,
mega.
if you go to Mexico, el peso no rinde. Like our dollars are not enough over there no more.
I
No como
know.
antes.
I know. So, I mean, to that listener, personally, I don't like those type of Latinos that voted. I mean, not that I don't like them. I just don't want to socialize with them because how can
And we know quite a few people that are like that.
yeah, like my thing is like how can I be okay with like how would I be okay with myself if I voted for such a racist y luego me voy a mi casa a Mexico, me voy and I paso vacaciones with my dad and my mom over there in Mexico? Like that's so stupid.
Or you go visit your family.
Yeah, that makes me such a freaking hypocrite. Pero yeah, that's my personal opinion. No me he peleado with anybody that really voted for him because
There's
there's no
no
point.
need. There's no
Yeah,
need to exchange with for somebody else. Everybody has their own rights for their own opinion about who they voted for.
yeah,
Okay, but if you're gonna put on social media that you voted for them during the elections, and then you come back and you see that it's affecting your family members or anything,
yeah,
don't be like, oh my gosh, eso es lo que está pasando con mi familia. But a couple of months ago, you voted for it.
yeah.
So don't come back and be like, I didn't want this to happen. It was right in front of you.
Exactly.
In front of you, you knew what he was saying. You took it and you ran with it and you voted for him, and now it's affecting your family.
Exactly.
Like, so don't be a hypocrite about the whole situation.
Exactly. I mean, I wish more people understood that, pero it's only been what 10 months since he's been in office, 9, 10 months.
And look at all the bullshit that we're going through.
Yeah, we're going through a lot of bullshit. Families are being ripped apart, and I'm not just talking about immigration tearing families apart, but I'm talking about familiares peleando por familiares because
everything's split.
Yeah, because this my tío. I'm just using an example. Oh, my tío and my tía voted for him, but I didn't vote for him, or
Y ahora les quiero hablar porque they're Trump supporters.
The thing is, I'm gonna talk to you like whatever, but I'm not gonna talk politics with you because obviously we can't come into a middle ground and have a real discussion without one of us getting really upset. Because
and usually that happens, and there's no need to fight over politics. We all have our opinions, and we live our lives day to day as much as we can.
Yo mejor, si sé que votaste por él, mejor ignoro. And I'm just like, okay, well, I'm not gonna have a a
You just don't
conversation.
want to socialize because whatever you say, like they might take it the wrong way, or it might jump into politics, and
Yeah,
gente va a
so
salir peleado. Like, don't even bother with it.
yeah, don't even bother with it, you know. Si la gente quiere ser hipócritas, especialmente los latinos, déjalos, déjalos.
Es lo que quieren.
Exactly. So let's move on. I have a freaking chisme. Oh my god. Okay.
A ver,
So,
tira el chisme.
oh my gosh. Okay. Una, well, I'm going to call her una muchacha. Una muchacha de sus early 20s, no tiene papeles. Y se casó con uno que sí tiene papeles. They're
Okay.
very young. They got together when they were very, very young. And like 3 years into their relationship, they got pregnant.
Okay.
Well, ya lleva un año teniendo un amante,
Ándale.
la muchacha. But her excuse for having this amante is because her husband used to cheat on her early on in their relationship all the time.
Se la está cobrando.
Oh, yeah, se la está cobrando
Okay.
100%. So she, going back to, she doesn't have her papers. She got deported, or not deported, immigration
Picked her up.
picked her up.
Okay.
And, you know, they sent her probably to one of those immigration camps that have always been around. And the way it works is, if you've never been caught by immigration, you came into the United States undocumented, and you've never been caught, you have to go through this whole process. And if, because you've never been caught and you don't have criminal history, they will let you out in the United States. They will release you after you pay a fine or your bond or whatever, but you have to show up to immigration court. So that's usually how you start the process with
Of
getting your papers, or that's one of the ways. I mean, that's not the only way. And well, anyways, so she got caught. It was her first time. They took her to an immigration holding facility, and then um, her husband did not want to pay the bond.
Why? ¿No dijo por qué?
Because he didn't have money. So then she calls her lover, and her lover goes, "Okay, I'll pay the bond," but she don't want her husband to find out. Oh, actually, she went. They already had an immigration lawyer. Okay, I'm starting to remember. They already had an immigration lawyer.
So ya tenían los papers like ya metidas
Yeah.
en el sistema.
Well, anyways, immigration picked her up, whatever. So she had to pay a bond. So her husband didn't have the money to pay the bond, so she called her lover or whatever and said, "Hey, me puedes pagar la fianza?" And he's all like, "Yes, but how am I gonna do it without your husband finding out it's from me?" So then her friend de tapadera
Ándale.
goes,
"Hey, this is for a good cause, okay?
Send me the money and I'll pay for it." And the friend,
damn, el esposo no pudo pagar, pero el Sancho sí.
El Sancho sí.
Él sí la quiere.
So the friend, the tapadera, told the husband, like, "Oh, all of us here at work, we pitched in, we really love her, blah blah blah. We don't
Le
want
echó
her
una
staying in
mentira.
there." Le echaron mentira. Well, she's out and she's gonna stay with her husband, and her lover's okay with her staying with her
Hasta que le
husband.
arregle los papeles.
Yep, hasta que le arregle los papeles. You are absolutely right.
Look, you know, I know people that have fixed papers for their partners.
Yeah.
And it drags out.
Oh, I know.
And I also know when people divorce their person after they get their papers.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And it's sometimes it's just more of a like a como un compromiso just para que le arreglen los papeles.
Yeah.
And yeah, like se casó chica.
Yeah, she
was
really
probably
young.
it was probably her first love, and she didn't know any better.
Yeah, and then, you know, her putting up with him always cheating, and he probably doesn't cheat now. I didn't ask her, but you just get fed up as a partner.
Te cansas de las pendejadas.
Yeah, as either man or woman. Yeah, like you said, te cansas de las babosadas, and you're just like, whatever. And yeah, but the lover is the one that put up the money to get her out.
Way to go for the lover, man.
Yeah,
I support that.
He loves her. Girl,
he really loves her.
Girl, he loves you.
Stay with him. Stay with the lover after you get your papers, okay? Y pues los dices cómo te fue con los papeles.
For real.
You know, porque los papeles are not easy.
No, and even after you get them, don't you have to stay with them for a while to prove?
I think so. Like, I know I know someone que le arregló los papeles a alguien, and they were like in Juarez. Like sometimes you have to travel to Juarez to
Okay.
get the papers, and then you can come to the United States. Y de allí no puedes salir de los Estados Unidos for 6 months. You can't go back out.
Oh, yeah, I do have a friend that happened. Yeah,
Yeah,
y apenas, you're right, because se casó last summer y apenas pudo regresar a Obregón to go
yeah,
visit her family.
yeah. It's very hard.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, a veces, some people get blindsided. They really think that la persona que les está arreglando los papeles, they're really in love with them, and they want the world with them. Y a veces it's like they don't see it, and like, and after they like with someone for so long, like probably after a year or two, for they won't suspect that que son nomás están usando por los papeles, they leave them.
Well, ¿te acuerdas? ¿Te acuerdas when some girl wanted to marry Mikey y le estaba ofreciendo $5,000?
Yeah.
And I remember we were in Rocky Point. Remember
Mm-hmm.
when Mikey got the like message,
Oh yeah,
and your
Mikey was like, he's like, what do I
and
say?
your dad's all like, "Ni te metas con eso.
No
You
seas
better."
pendejo.
Yeah,
No hagas nada de eso. Just live your
yeah,
life the way it is, because you can get yourself in trouble if they
yeah.
realize that it's not convenient. Like,
Like if it's not true,
yeah,
can't you go to federal prison?
yeah, like Diana's dad. After Diana was like probably over the age of 6 or something, he asked me
Que la
que le
arreglaras.
regalara los papeles porque su abogado le dijo, "We have a child together. It will be more legit." And I was just
Oh,
like, I get that, but why would I do that to you? Why would I put myself in a
I know,
situation?
especially cuando ni ve a ni veía a
Exactly.
la
Like, nomás
niña.
me quería usar para los papeles. He's like, te doy dinero. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I don't
You're
need your
like,
money.
hell no, I don't
And
want
people
nothing
will
to
pay
do.
like thousands and thousands of dollars para, como se llama, to get their papers.
Damn.
Yeah.
No
And
one,
now it's not as easy.
no one has ever offered me money to marry them for
Maybe because
papeles.
you've been married since you were 18.
True. I, true, but I was divorced for a while and then I got remarried.
Pero, ¿cómo se llama? A ti no te gustan las paisitas, o cómo te van a preguntar. No, no ibas al swap meet, so they couldn't pick you up there.
I don't know, pero maybe uno like colombiano or uno italiano, uno de España maybe.
Did you know anybody back then?
No. Or maybe uno de like the oh my gosh, the Arabs.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
uno de Dubai. Con dinero. Oh, well, si tiene dinero, he
They don't
doesn't need,
need you?
they don't need me for favors. But yeah, I've never gotten an offer like you and Mikey have.
Well, mine was my sperm donor, so
But still, did he offer you money?
he did.
Oh shit.
He did. And even though que estaba con su esposa and already had kids with her, he wanted me to fix it because Diana
Because
was
it would have
older.
been easier.
It would have been easier. And I said no.
Yeah, that's true.
He's like, he was going to offer me, I don't know how much, but I said no. Why would I put myself in that?
Yeah, that's
But
true.
back then I was in a relationship too. He's like, well, pregúntale a tu novio. And I was like, no, why would I do that?
Yeah, oh my gosh. The audacity of some of these
No tiene
men.
vergüenza.
No, no. These men, man. Te digo, I swear to God, we every show we say que los hombres les vale.
Pero sabes que también las mujeres, they don't give a shit.
That's true, man. Como esa que
I support it.
el lover le pagó la fianza.
Shit.
You know, it's just it's just really hard. People really don't realize how hard it is to get your documents to be in the United States. And I feel I wish there was like a YouTube like a 5 minute video on YouTube explaining the
Exactly what you
difficulty.
have to go through.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand, really don't understand how hard it is. Everybody thinks like, oh, they come to the United States and all of a sudden they can get all this government assistance.
And it's
Like,
not even like that.
no.
Unless if you've been a person that's been affected, that has done something like that, que le regalaron los papeles o algo, you know what you went through.
Oh,
You
yeah, it's
know
really
what you
hard.
dealt with. You know que a veces no tenías dinero. Like, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to get a job.
It is so hard, and it's not like I want to say it's not like it was like in the 90s and the 80s where like te podías ir to the fields y trabajar así.
Ahora
Like,
ya no puedes hacer eso.
yeah.
Now you
So
gotta watch over yourself. If One person could be like, hey, I need your papers or
Yeah,
whatever. And they'll pick you up and there goes your life. There goes, you don't see your family, you don't see your kids, you don't see nothing.
I know.
And they'll throw you out como un trapo usado back to where you came
Unfortunately,
from.
unfortunately.
So,
So
but that's what we have for today.
you don't have a chisme for me?
No, I don't have a paisita chisme for you.
A pai- Why does it have to be a paisita chisme?
Because that's all I know.
I feel like there's something that I want to talk about, but I can't freaking remember.
Like what? Let me see.
I don't know. Maybe it'll come to mind after we stop, after this episode. I, I need to start writing shit down because I'll get like
I
random.
bought myself that notebook. Está allí.
And have you written anything
No,
down?
because I always forget it, and things usually come to me when I'm at work, and I send you a text message, y se me olvida.
I know, and then all the text messages just get lost.
Yeah, I
I
need
just
to be more taking that with me and just writing things
and I
and
just
remembering.
and then because of my age, I just forget everything. Everything. I forget what I was talking about sometimes.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
So
It's because it's probably not important.
probably not. Probably not. But I want to thank everybody for joining us.
Yes, please join us again in the upcoming episodes. Thanks for watching and listening. Please subscribe, follow, like, and share on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify at ggsistersshow. TikTok at ggSisters with the number 4.
Mm-hmm.
You can also email us your chismes at ggsistersshow@gmail.com.
Yeah,
And this was a good episode.
very good. I feel
And
like it was a little too political, maybe.
yeah, that's your favorite topic. We already talked
It
about
is.
that.
It is.
And thank you for not spilling red wine on my
Oh,
couch.
we still got a couple of seconds.
No chingas, Vanessa.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.